Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. This is Rosie Rosette 2020, and yes, we must talk. We must talk. Woo! Listen, I'm sorry. I just did a video. And I got kind of happy at the end. My voice goes up, and then I start to cover whatever. No, I don't have to cover it. Anyway, so you know what I'm about to talk about, right? Because you'll probably see it in the title by now. Jada and Will. Jada and Will. Now listen, I had Sean Bradley. I was listening as I was putting on my makeup, video by Sean Bradley. You know, he did point out something that did Will win an Oscar? Has he won an Oscar? I don't know if he's won an Oscar yet, but I'm sure he's a nominated Oscar actor. I think. But anyway, we all know that Will is an amazing actor, right? Okay. Although I don't think he can do um, that gangster movie. Nicky Brown. I don't think, is that his name, Nicky Brown? I don't think that Will can do that. But he is, and he's fine. Oh my God, Will is fine. Although he kind of looked rugged in the video. Anyway, and of course, Jada. She's an actress. I don't think that Jada's a good actress, but she can act. You know, she's definitely not on the level. Well, I'm not on the level. Well, maybe I could be. Anyway, so okay, they finally did the red table talk with him and with Will and Jada, and Will had to pull it out of her about. Sorry, I just did a uh, makeup review. Um, when she was like entanglement, and he was like, "What? You mean you were in a relationship with him?" Yeah, okay. But we're like, duh. Like, come on now. Tasha K told us about this, what, a year or 2 years ago? This is nothing new to us. The only thing that was mind boggling or whatever, and it wasn't even because we know how Will and Jada get down. I told you they're kind of, they're kind of fluent or weird or not just weird. They're just egos. They just think that they're the end all to me. To me, um, like I said, like their poo poo doesn't stink or their mail isn't white or something. There's just something about them that really gets on my nerves. But I do like them, and I would have to say they are definitely couples goals, a married couple goals. Um, I haven't been married, and but if that is the blueprint of how marriages should be, maybe I was thinking about it. I put it on Facebook. I put is it selfish of me to want a husband and not a boyfriend? Because and then I put people, I got like 20 comments and maybe about 10 minutes, but boyfriends don't do it for me. And I say this to lead to the next part of this. August. Keep your mouth closed to married men. Okay? I mean, sorry. Sorry, no. I'm sorry that, da. Keep your mouth closed to married women. See, this is the problem. And this is why I don't deal with married women. Men. See, look, I'm slipping away. I don't deal with married men. You know why? Because they're married. Oh, yeah, they may be separated, but on paper, they're married. And if you screw around with a married man, yeah, you can screw around with him, but he is obligated to go back to his wife. Okay? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? That's why when someone tells me, oh, I'm separated, wait, are you separated or are you divorced? If you're divorced, I need to see papers. If you're separated, I need to see papers. Actually, no, if you're still entangled with someone, look, you and them stay over there. I'm about to go live my life. I can't deal with people who are quote unquote separated. But this is what happens when you deal with someone who is separated, who are a part of a legal binding with another person. See, if something happens to that man, you have no rights. That wife has rights, all the rights. If he dies, she gets all of the benefits. She, all of the um, um, insurance money, everything, everything. She makes the shots. She calls the shots. You don't. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I, one of the reasons why I don't deal with married men. I don't deal with, oh, no, no, honey. If your ex-wife or your baby mama or your mama or whomever are calling the shots when it comes to you, oh, no. Mm-mm. You don't have to worry about me. You're separated? Oh, okay. All right. After that conversation, it's usually block or, don't talk to me or something like that. I remember I met a guy last year. Something happened with my car. I think I told you about this. He was really nice. It was at the gas station. I was talking about his rims or his brim. He had one of those Chryslers. I'm very friendly, so I talk to everybody or whatever. And then I got my car. My car wouldn't start or whatever. It was my battery. He took me to Walmart. He got, he didn't get the battery. I purchased the battery. He installed it. Everything. Okay. So I was like, okay, let me, return the favor. Let me take you out to dinner. Called him. So in a week, I called him. I think I was like, okay, you know what? Can we push it back a couple of days or something like that? So he never responded. A year later, he called me or he texted me, and he was like, this is blah blah blah. I'm the guy who helped you with it. Oh, okay, hi. But I saw him in person. That man saw him face to face, and I was like, hello. He acted like he didn't know me. Whatever. So he said he was in a situation and he had to, do some things or whatever. I'm assuming that situation was a person or whatever, which is okay, but I didn't want to start a relationship. I just wanted to repay you back for, the help that you did. That's what you're supposed to do. I don't think I had any, cash on me at the time or whatever. But I said all that to say, like, he waited a year. So I don't know if he got divorced or whatever, and I've dealt with some other people, like as soon as their spouse and them break up or are separated, they call me, oh, wait a minute, hold on, no. No, an ex of mine, right before my birthday called. I hadn't really spoke to him because, I don't deal with married men. But, he was like, I think he emailed me, and then he was like, or whatever. So we communicated, whatever. And he was like, I know your birthday's coming up. Do you want to, do you want me to take you out for your birthday? I was like, sure. Your wife is not going to matter, or, it's not going to worry about it, whatever. And then he said, we're separated. I said, ooh. I said, okay, hold that thought. Yeah, I will go out to dinner with you or whatever. It was for my birthday. Okay, fine. Moving forward. Okay, so they were separated, and I know that, he needed to talk or vent because we were really close. I mean, that was like one of my best friends. We like basically shared everything except for the fact that, oh, well, okay, I didn't date him, before when they got married. I didn't date him while they were married. I don't date married men. But we were together, then he married her. I broke up with him because I was like, look, you need someone who loves you the way you deserve to be loved. I can't do that. So he, married her or whatever. So I don't know what they were doing while we were together, but whatever. That being said, yeah, so, he took me out for dinner for my birthday. We talked. He told me about everything that was happening. It was like, wow. But then I was like, okay, but I think he wanted to date me. Again, I was like, well, I don't date married men. He's like, oh, we're getting divorced. Okay. But, he went off to another country. I'm not going to get into his business or whatever because he could be looking. And I was, I had to tell him, he was in another country on a work project or whatever. And he was contacting me, and I had to say, okay, so when are you guys getting divorced? And he was like, oh, I don't know. I don't care if we ever, don't get a divorce. That's my friend. Okay, that's it. I had to literally like almost curse him out for him to stay away, because I don't deal with married men. I don't, someone's not going to tell me, oh, I'm married. I'll be like, oh, okay, that's cool. Okay. So when are you taking me on again next time? No, 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 no. I mean, like if, we're at dinner and he's like, oh, okay, I'm married and, this is the situation, I can see you on Wednesday night and Thursday mornings and the second Saturday of the month. No, that's not me. No, no, you don't even have to be married. You tell me that you have a girlfriend, a live-in girlfriend, or something like that at this time in my life. But I've kind of sort of always been like this. I don't want to deal with all that. No, if it ain't about me, it ain't about nothing. No, I'm not. No, so August, I know August is young, but Jada took advantage of that young man. And she was like, oh, well, he needed healing and, I was trying to help him or whatever. Yeah, but okay, you helped him and he fell in love with you. And I think you fell in love with him. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know exactly sure how long that relationship happened, but Will had to know. I mean, like, maybe Will was making a movie. Maybe he was making a movie, but all those pictures that Jada and August took together, there was one and it seems like they were on a red carpet and his hand was on her buttocks. Okay, so she said that her and Will had broke up, had separated. Okay, we didn't know that. I don't think we knew that. But I think that's the time they were like, oh, we're no longer, we don't say that we're married, we're life partners. Okay, so if that's your definition of, okay, we separated, okay. But we knew, like I said, Tasha K told us, a couple years ago or a year ago or whatever. And, there's been so many stories where there's smoke, there's fire, that they have an open relationship, which is okay. So this is not no big hoo-wah. Like, I don't know what blew it up. Maybe that August co-signed it, or signed on the dotted line. Yeah, I was fooling around with Jada. It did happen, and I got my blessing from Will. Now Will may have allegedly said, you know what, dude, it's good, go ahead, I'm not tripping off of you or my wife, because I know that you're sick and I know how Jada is, and I know, she may have, she needs someone to take care of, and I'm just not that one. I'm good. Something to that effect. Or maybe he could have been like, you know what, dude, do you? Jada and I are on two separate ends of the earth or whatever, and I'm doing me, and, she can do whatever else. But I think that, August may have, he's from New Orleans or whatever, and, he wanted to do the proper thing or whatever. Maybe he thought that he was asking Will to have his hand, Jada's hand in matrimony or whatever. But I don't know if Jada could go from Will to August. You see what I'm saying? I mean, if they broke up, Jada would have more than enough money to be with whomever she wanted. If she wanted to be with, literally a dog for the rest of her life, she would have enough money to have a full-blown wedding, buy many properties, vacation all over the world, da, 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 da. But, it is what it is. But August, you need to stay away from married women. Like, that's going to bring you nothing but heartache in the future. If you want a lasting relationship that will lead you to marriage and, kids, you're still young, marriage and kids and everything, married people are not going to do it. And I don't understand how men and women, this is, it's kind of weird, because you rarely see a man fessing up to, I dated a married woman. Most of the time is women dealing with married men. But as far as August, I just don't understand how people can date married people and then expect them to divorce their partner and get with them. But if they do that to you, they could do that to, if they do that to the, the spouse, they're going to do that to you eventually, whatever. So, I personally don't get it. But honestly, I know people who, that's all they do is date married men, or they've had, 10 or 20 married men under their belt. I don't understand that. Whatever. So it is what it is. But you know what? Like I said, August, keep your mouth away from married women. Keep your legs closed to married women. Your boo, your ding ding away from married women. I mean, he's young, so it's okay. He'll be okay. This is, now Jada and Will, they're old. So whatever they have, they've been doing it for the past 24 years, and they'll probably be doing it for the next 24. It works for them. Hey, if they like it, I love it. Will was like, okay, well, I got to get you back, and Jada was like, oh, you already have. He said no. Did you guys hear that on the interview? He said no. I still got to get you back. Haven't you already, allegedly? Well, I mean, what about a girl who you took around the world? I mean, haven't you had a few, whatever? So listen, that works for them. It was just that, this one had an affair, a relationship outside, or they said it as if this was the only affair that Jada allegedly has had on Will. And they also worded it like Will has never stepped out with anyone, and he has to get her back. No. We already know that you guys, have an open thing. And and it's okay. So this is not mind boggling. I don't know why this is making the press or whatever. When Tasha K talked about it, a year ago or whatever, I mean, we were like, oh my God, or whatever. But okay, we have a pandemic. Maybe this is a distraction, from, stupid, 45 and all this other stuff or whatever. Maybe this is just something for us to key about. Okay, I get it. But again, if you people stay away from married people and respect that sacrament, then this should not even be a conversation. See, the thing is, this is how it goes. Oh, you meet someone, at the bar with your girls or on a trip or whatever. Oh, I'm married. Oh, okay, how you doing or whatever, and leave it there. Or, whatever, if you're on a group trip or whatever, and you do. Okay, since that person is married, that weekend you guys can act in total bliss. But once that, function ends and you guys go back home to the real world, like, okay, they go back to being married and you go back to being whore. Whatever you want to be. I don't care. But see, August didn't get that email. And that's okay, because Jada whipped it on him and led him on or whatever. And, I blame her, because she shouldn't do that to young kids. That's the same age as, her son or whatever. Like, I can't imagine dating someone my son's age, although I did date someone 10 years older, but still. Was it 10? 15 years older, I think. But I was young. Like, Jada is almost my age. Dating someone, I was like, 30, he was 20. Okay. Ugh. I can't be 51 dating someone 27, 30. And I get it all the time. Oh, I'm not young. I'm 30. My son is your age, young man. You don't realize how old I am. You don't see these wrinkles, these fat rolls, these big bagungas, or whatever. You see this wig? This is not. Oh no, I don't get. You see these bags under my eyes? Yeah, and everyone's like, oh, doesn't he know he's not supposed to talk? He's a child. Why is he not supposed to talk? Kids talk. They're honest about their feelings. They're not seasoned like Jada and Will or whatever, and whomever They paid off to be with her, whatever. If they didn't want him to talk, they should have made him sign a NDA or, whatever type of paperwork or whatever. But still, he's a young kid. Kids talk. So, some people are so ignorant, like, well, he shouldn't talk. He don't know what, he's not know that he's supposed to talk. Well, why shouldn't he talk? He has no obligation to Will or Jada in their sacrament. No. She entered that relationship or whatever. She's the one that is married, not August. So August can talk all day long. He can talk until, his album comes out. And then afterwards. No, this is good PR for him. And Jada next time, and Will, I think Will, Will was like, look, that's one of yours. I didn't none of mine. You ain't seen none of mine talk. I got mine under control. You the one that's messing up. You the one that's messing up or whatever. No, no. Mm-mm. No, Will pays his, or allegedly, he takes care of his the way they should be taken care of. You don't never hear no woman talking about, I was about to say something else, but you don't ever hear a woman talking about how, her and Will Smith has been together. No, no, you don't hear that. That's not to say it has not happened, but Will handles his business the way it's supposed to be handled. Does that make sense? Okay, that you understand? Now, Jade, on the other hand, maybe she let that boy into thinking that, her and Will were going to get a divorce and that he was going to be, her next husband or whatever. And it happens. It happens. These married men, okay, um, yeah, I'm going to break up. What is that show, Huntsville, where that man, purchased his wife a Benz, and then he purchased his side of Benz and, paid her rent. And, he had two households, which happens all the time. Let me see how I should say this. Um, okay, yeah, I dated someone, and he told me about his cousin. Oh, I'm just going to say his cousin. I'm not going to say, anything about his cousin. But his cousin has, a girl who is going to be with him no matter what. Whether he's married, whether he's not married, whether he's in jail, whether he's not in jail, whether he's making $1 zillion, whether he's making $2, whatever. Like, that's his woman, okay? And, but I was like, well, doesn't she know that he's married, or, whatever, me. He was like, she doesn't care about, who he's married to, whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. And there's some people who are like that. They don't care what you do. She's not leaving you, or he's not leaving you, whatever. And it happens. But, that's an agreement. Okay, well, when, on Christmas, or, you can come to family functions, but don't act like we're together. I'll take care of you when, afterwards, or, I'll come through at 2 o'clock in the morning or whatever, and I'll drop off, that little bundle of money that you need. Listen, it's all how, it's all how they do it. And people go for it. I'm not one. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. No. My mouth, I'm just saying, I can't see myself coming second to someone. Like, they said, like, what's that beautiful? Oh, she's so beautiful. She reminds me of my mother when she was younger. She looks so much like my mother when she was younger. Birdie something. Oh my God, this girl is really beautiful. And they say that, allegedly she was T.I. side. Allegedly. I don't know. But whoever is somebody she's dating, because doesn't she have a Rolls Royce or what? Somebody brought her, or a Phantom or something like that. But she doesn't mention her name. You don't hear her saying, oh, well, yeah, I dealt with blah, blah. She doesn't mention names or anything like that. But hey, and that's the way it is. I've never seen her with a man, but whoever is funding her, they have an agreement. Okay. Whoever, Will Smith, if he is with someone, which we all know, they have an agreement. You never hear Jada talk about, oh, Will, um, crying like Tiny does. No, 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 no. So Augustina or August, y- take an L. You know, it is what it is. Talk all you want to. You have that right. That's not your fault. You're not obligated to. Jada will. You know what I'm saying? You, whatever. You know, lesson learned. Okay. Well, I gotta talk to you guys later. Bye.